Hello everyone, today we will discuss about Playwright Locators and Selectors. Selectors are strings that are used to create locators. It describes how to find an element on the page. Playwright supports many selectors and related techniques including text selector, CSS selector, XPath selector. You can check the complete list by typing Playwright Selectors in Google and open Playwright official website. Here you can see we have a text selector, CSS selector, XPath selector, nth element selector, React selector, view selector, role selector, and many more. Now, what are locators? Locators represent a way to find elements. These are used to perform action on element using different methods like click, fill, type, etc. Locators are main part of Playwright's auto-waiting and retry ability. You can also get the complete list of Playwright Locators from their official website. Here you can see there are different techniques of locators. Now, to create locator, use page.locator, then selector. The selector is one we discussed earlier. Then options. You can have has text or any other. Let's see how to use locator. So for demo, let's use login page of programs page. Copy this URL and type await page.goto and paste the copied URL. Now let's find first this username. So here let's use CSS selector. So here ID is edit-name. So for ID we use hash in CSS. You can see we are able to locate using CSS selector. Copy it, use await page.locator, the syntax we discussed earlier, and here give your CSS selector. Options we are not using right now, we'll use later. Now to send keys or type keys, use type and give any value. So this is CSS selector. Now for password, let's use XPath selector. So here ID is edit-pass. So XPath start with // and it was an input and ID is equal to this. So this is selecting the password using XPath. Copy it. Here you don't need to write CSS selector, XPath selector like you used to do in other automation tool. So paste your XPath selector and type something, my password. Now for login button, let's use wrong selector so that we can see what error we are getting in output. Await page.locator. Let's give any random selector which does not exist on our page. Now execute your code. You can see value for username and password is entered and for login we have given wrong locator, and that's why it's waiting for 30 seconds to find a locator. So in output you can see our test failed, and here this was our wrong selector, so it failed on this step after waiting for 30 seconds. But for username and password it identified the locator and typed the value. So in Playwright, locators are strict. If more than one element matches the given selector, you will get an exception. Unlike other automation tools, it will not find and act on first matching element. For example, so this input contain class form text, username input, and this password input also contain class form dash text. Now if you will select using CSS, so for class we use dot form dash text. Here you can see it's finding two elements, username and password. Copy this, type await page.locator, and here we are giving the selector for two elements, and type something, hello, save and execute your program again. Now you can see our test failed. Open it, and here we are getting error, locator.type error, strict mode violation, input.form dash text resolved to two elements, your username and your password. So this is strictness property of Playwright Locators. Now last one is Playwright Locate up-to-date elements. Every time locator is used to perform some action, an up-to-date DOM element is located on the page. So in this code, the element will be located twice. The first time it will be located before the hover action, and second time it will be located before the click action. This means that if the DOM changes in between the calls due to re-render, the new element corresponding to the locator will be used. With this technique, you should not get stale element exception like other automation tools. That's all. That was the basic about Locator. We will discuss more techniques as we progress through this course. Thank you for watching this video.